Here's your daily dose of history. These events happened on June 25th. In 1876, Lakota Sioux, Northern Cheyenne, and Arapaho forces, led by Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull, defeat U.S. Army troops led by Lieutenant Colonel George Custer at the Battle of the Little Bighorn in southern Montana. In what is commonly referred to as Custer's Last Stand, Custer and his entire battalion are killed in the most decisive Native American victory and worst U.S. Army defeat in the Plains Indian Wars. In 1950, armed forces from communist North Korea invade South Korea, triggering the Korean War. U.S.-led United Nations forces soon enter the conflict, which ends 3 years later with the border between the two nations in nearly the same place. In 1993, 46-year-old Kim Campbell is sworn in as Canada's 19th Prime Minister, becoming the first and only woman to hold the country's highest office. Her time as Canada's leader turns out to be rather short, as her Progressive Conservative Party is defeated in Canada's federal election 4 months later by a Liberal coalition, with Campbell herself losing her Vancouver seat to Hedy Fry. Fry, incidentally, is still in office today, having won 10 consecutive elections, and is currently the longest-serving female member of Canada's Parliament. Campbell, on the other hand, had previously served as Canada's first female Minister of Justice and Attorney General, and as the first woman to become Minister of Defense in a NATO member nation. In 1996, a tanker truck loaded with 25,000 pounds of explosives rips through Khobar Towers Building No. 131, a U.S. Air Force military housing complex in Dhahran, Saudi Arabia, killing 19 U.S. Air Force personnel and wounding 498 others, including military personnel as well as civilians of several nationalities. The blast, carried out by the pro-Iran militant group Hezbollah, destroys an 8-story building and leaves behind a crater 50 feet wide and 16 feet deep. In 2009, 54-year-old King of Pop Michael Jackson dies at his home in Los Angeles from cardiac arrest caused by a fatal combination of drugs given to him by his personal doctor. The shocking news spreads quickly through social media outlets, and Jackson becomes the subject of numerous tributes over the next few weeks. I remember exactly where I was when I heard the news. I was teaching a summer school freshman English class. Classes were 4.5 hours long, and I had given my students a 5-minute break. One of my students, who had just pulled out his cell phone, suddenly blurted out that Michael Jackson had died. I quickly jumped on my computer to confirm. Don't forget to check out Today in History in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. There's a link in the description. I'd love to know which of these events you found most interesting. Please let me know in the comments. Also, I would really appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe to my channel. It truly helps me out. And there's another great Mr. Lewis video here, and another one right here. Thanks for watching.